Good evening and welcome to the VC3 News Update for Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. I'm Shalisa Nanton. First, on the local scene, the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, is already in gear and active in ensuring that the nation is prepared for the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season by ensuring that the National Emergency Committee is activated and prepared. This morning, Acting Prime Minister Montgomery Daniel, NEMO's Director Michelle Forbes, and Manager of the SVG Meteorological Services, Billy Jeffers, were guests on NBC's face-to-face program, talking about Tropical Storm Brett, which is forecasted to affect the Lesser Antilles between Thursday and Friday. Mr. Jeffers said, based on the latest track of the storm, puts the center slightly between St. Lucia, Martinique area by Friday. Jeffers explained why at this moment there is no watch or warnings out for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but noted that the possibility does exist, although slim.
Based on the forecast track, Tropical Storm Brett is predicted to pass approximately 60 miles to the north of mainland St. Vincent. Additionally, based on the guidance, storm force winds only extend to about 40 miles from the center of Brett in the southern quadrant, right? So we are really not expecting at this time storm force winds to reach to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What we were seeing based on the guidance is about 25 miles per hour in terms of the winds.
The Met Office head said the main concern here will be the rainfall hazard from the system, which he said projections indicate that we can expect up to 4 to 6 inches accumulative late Thursday into Saturday.
We also, based on the forecast model guidance, expect a deterioration in the sea conditions with the swells peaking up to 3.5 meters, 11 feet, right? So main hazards for St. Vincent and the Grenadines from this event, we are looking at rainfall and a deterioration in the sea conditions, right? So naturally the Met Services would put in the advisories for be it a flash flood warning, a watch, or a marine advisory.
Meanwhile, NEMO's Director Michelle Forbes said the storm is quite compact and small, and winds do that extend many miles. However, she is cautioning the public that when systems are approaching, you do get the outer bands, and we can feel the effects such as gusty winds, heavy rainfall, and rough seas. She is appealing to everyone to take the necessary precautions and be prepared. Still with our local stories, 9 beautiful young Vincentian women were unveiled to the public last evening as delegates in the Miss SVG beauty pageant slated for October 7th. The ceremony, which was well attended, was held at the La View Hotel. Chairperson of the Beauty Shows Committee and Miss SVG 2011, Miss Avia Charles, said the contestants began training in April of this year. The former Miss SVG 2011 said initially there were 12 delegates, and after an elimination process, 9 were selected.
The Beauty Shows Committee does fall under the Carnival Development Corporation, and Carnival is a part of our culture. This is where Miss SVG originated from. So it would absolutely be remiss of me not to unveil the girls during this period. We want also for the girls to have a sense or a high sense of visibility, which Carnival provides that platform for. Right. So the decision was taken to launch it right before the Carnival season.
Although there will be a few additions this year, some activities would be brought back from last year.
More about the contestants, because that is what the unveiling is about. You meet the contestants in this year's pageant, you hear what they may be bringing on October 7th, and you get to decide who is your favorite in this year's pageant.
Additionally, Ms. Charles said that the Miss SVG show falls within the realms of Carnival Development Corporation, CDC, which is why the revealing is happening now, even if the show is in October.
I think the next few months will be eventful. We are bringing back some of the activities and the initiatives we did last year, such as our community service project, which you will hear a little bit more when we begin the formal section of this evening. We are also introducing a cook-off competition, so it's not just only about the Miss SVG pageant. There's a little friendly competition involved, and all for a good cause, and you will also hear more about that as well.
This year, contestants are contestant number 1, Letitia Barber, Miss Grenadine's House; Denise Botswain, Miss Metrocent General Insurance Limited; Diana Farben, Miss Play 4; Arena Foy, Miss Massey Stores Limited; Trina Hooper, Miss National Lotteries Authority; Nia Laborde, Miss Flo; Simisha Millington, Miss Correa's Ace Hardware; Tara Richardson, Miss JCI St. Vincent; and Roisha Telemac, Miss In Transit Exports. The show will take place at Victoria Park. Opposition Member of Parliament for South Leeward and Vice President of the New Democratic Party, NDP, Nigel Nature Stevenson, visited fisher folk at Clare Valley and Lomans Bay to highlight the importance of the blue economy as one of the NDP's 4 pillars of the economy. A release from the NDP says at its recent Hope Rally, the party set out its ambition to build an economy where everyone has the opportunity to contribute and identified the blue economy as one of its key priorities for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The NDP believes that the blue economy should be central to this country's economic growth, and growing the blue economy will strengthen the country's economy and create more jobs and opportunities. The release further indicates that the parties plan to build the blue economy by creating a new Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Conservation, developing the fishing industry to benefit fisher folk, upgrading fisheries centers, investing in new equipment for fisher folk. It also plans to introduce a credit system for fisher folk, help seafarers obtain certificates for jobs on ship, improve safety at sea using satellite technology, review marine resource management to ensure sustainability, improve ship registry to generate more revenue and jobs, and redevelop the Otney Hall Marina and Shipyard to create good-paying long-term jobs. And public servants in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are partaking in a week of activities to mark the occasion. The Public Sector Reform Unit in the Ministry of Public Service is spearheading the activities, being held under the theme Participate, Appreciate, Collaborate. Today, many participated in a ministerial internship program. Tomorrow, there will be the widely anticipated public speaking competition, which will be held at the Methodist Church Hall from 2 in the afternoon. The competitors are Chanel Hamilton, representing the Ministry of Health; Shaneko Sutherland, the Ministry of Finance; Jonathan Bacchus, Ministry of Tourism; Raquel Coombs, Ministry of National Security; Shakwani Antwine, Ministry of Urban Development; and Yinsa Chambers, Office of the Prime Minister. The activities will end on Friday, 23rd, Public Service Day, with a Wellness and Appreciation Fair to be held at the old Treasury site between the Ministerial Building and the Registry. Minister of Public Service Frederick Stevenson will make an official address to commemorate the occasion. The activities opened on Monday with a church service. And that's all for our local stories. Continue watching on channel 114 for the regional and international news update, as well as the VC3 sports update.